Hey everyone, this is Minion from Minion's Army, and today's video is by inspiration from a war attack that Steve did, in which a troll Tesla was hidden for quite a while in the raid, up until 51%. So we got talking about Teslas and why it is that one did not get triggered. Also in this video, we are going to show some 10v12 hits. 10v12, if they can get the 2 stars, that is great. They may or may not be used for intel later on by a Town Hall 12. So it's important to, if you can, get that 51% to pop those Teslas and to reveal some traps. But here, let's take a look at Steve's hit. We have a P.E.K.K.A coming in at 7 o'clock, and then we have the Queen. So P.E.K.K.A is really mostly like at 7:30, and the P.E.K.K.A is drawing fire, and the Queen is pushing in, and she's going to set the funnel for the Edrags, as well as the King pushing in from 3 o'clock. So the King is also setting that funnel. The Queen is going to nab that AD, which is super helpful. Yet, as the raid progressed, we have a troll Tesla in the south. So we're going to talk about that and why it didn't pop. Also take a look at these 10v12 hits by Philip and by Plague. So here is Steve's army look, and if you want to skip ahead to see that Edrag attack, feel free. So we'll get started as soon as the intro's over. Okay, let's take a look at Teslas. So I'm just going to use my base as an example. If we look here at the Tesla, it has a circular range, and if you look at the in-game information, it says 7-tile range. Yet, if you go and you do some further research, you can go over to Wiki and you can read the fine print. And if you don't like reading, there actually is a helpful little video that that will read this to you, which is really neat with graphics. Since some people don't like to read the fine print, I'll cut to the chase and zoom in, and you will see that the hidden Tesla has a 7-tile range but a 6-tile trigger radius, or it will pop at 51%. So here is Steve's Queen, and we're going to take a look at the range. So the 7-tile range, I know that I just drew it in straight lines. It's really kind of a circular range, but there's the 7-tile attack range. And had Steve popped his Queen, I mean, we're not going to pop the Queen when she's at full health, but had he, that would have morphed the archers, and then those archers would have set that Tesla off. But here is the 6-tile activation range, or the trigger range, and as you can see, his Queen was just right there on the edge. So sorry to see that, but we'll get to Steve's attack at the very end. Let's go ahead and take a look at Philip's here. So Philip starts in with some coconut loons coming into that archer tower, 2 jumps to get to the town hall. And because of the damage, the splash damage that the slammer made, that went ahead and activated the town hall Giga Tesla. Had the town hall not taken damage, then the slammer would not have targeted it, and he could have used an earthquake to activate that Tesla. And the slammer went ahead and it pulled the dragon that was in the enemy clan castle. You know that the dragon's only 20 housing space. This is a max Town Hall 12. It has a 40 housing space, so we're looking at 20 more troops that are inside that clan castle that we don't know what they are. We can take guesses. We know it's going to be something that's not drawn to air troops. So we're looking at an ice golem, we're looking at P.E.K.K.A, a regular golem. Obviously it could be wall breakers or goblins, I doubt it, but it could be Valks. You know, there's several troops that are only or a hound. Well, hound would be 30 space, so you know it's just going to be a 20. But anyways, as Philip is working around, he's gathering up the percentage that's on the outside of the base, the free stuff, the stuff that he can grab with minions. And he's doing this before he sets off the Eagle. Now, way back before the addition of the Town Hall 12 and also the addition of the level 3 Eagle Artillery, it used to be that you had up until 180 troop space before you activated that Eagle Artillery. With the level 3 Eagle Artillery, now we have 200 housing space to play with, and that includes our heroes and our spells. So Philip is working now with a golem, some bowlers with bowler bounce to take care of of some more percentage. And it would have been nice if he could have cleared more of those buildings with the bowler bounce, but as it turns out, he gets enough percentage without. So excellent work. He's coming in with the king now for percentage, and he still has 2 loons and a baby dragon in his pocket. So let's take a look and see what he does with that. He rages up the king, takes care of those buildings, and with the addition of those barbarians, he was able to finish off the pool of the enemy clan castle. So here comes a few more loons as distraction. Baby dragon coming in, and is able to get 1 more building, and before it went ahead and tried to target the queen. He almost got to 56%. And it was hard for me to decide, guys, which one I was going to play first, whether I was going to play Philip's first or Plague's first, but Philip edged you out, Plague, by 1%, and I'm sorry, my dog is at my feet. Just decided to, I don't know, it sounded like cough up a fur ball. But anyways, enough about the distractions. And so Plague does his hit a little bit differently. He is getting the percentage before he even starts with going after the town hall. And as you can see, he inadvertently popped that Tesla between the 2 big gold storages with the minions. But he does have a few archers and minions picking off trash buildings in the north and also in the west. So he's going to get several percentage even before his attack really starts. So now he starts his queen lock. He's at 7%. He still has buildings going down. Looks like 3 buildings taking damage. 1 at 12, 1 at like 11, and then 1 at 9. The queen has the healers on her. The wall wrecker's coming in and hits a giant bomb and pulls some ground skellies. He goes ahead and he freezes the town hall and is able to take down that town hall. The healers are still on the queen and has the poison down on the enemy clan castle troops. So Plague was able to give the next guy a really good look at what was in the clan castle, and the ice golem froze the queen. Thankfully the healers were on the outside of that radius and were able to heal her up. Now he is pushing in with some baby dragons. So where Philip used a golem and bowlers to try and use the bowler bounce to gather percentage, and it nearly worked in getting the buildings in on the other side of the wall. Plague is using the baby dragons. Since there's not a whole lot of bowler bounce value because these buildings are set off, the baby dragons are an excellent choice, and he is surgically placing them. If he can keep them all separate, they can use the baby dragon rage or the temper tantrum, as some people call it. If you get 2 air troops close together, the baby dragons, they will not use their rage. But as soon as one goes down, the other one will rage up. So it's really handy. And he has got 1 minion left in his pocket. I'm not sure where he's going to use it. Up, he comes in at the pump at about 10:30. So excellent hit, Plague. You were just edged out by 1%. So it's very, very close. And those 2 hits we kept on the board. We did not go back and hit them for higher percentage. Alright, so now we're going to take a look at Steve's hit again. Remember the P.E.K.K.A. and the Queen, and then the King is up at 3 o'clock. You probably remember that from the beginning of the video. Queen pushes in, gets the AD, starts the funnel for the Edrags. Edrags go down, Loon goes down, Slammer goes down, Warden goes down. Put the Warden down last because I don't know what it is about a Warden, but sometimes he'll jump ahead of the troops, and then he hits a black bomb, and that's the end of the Warden. So it's good to keep him back. Froze. Here we go. Raged up. Town Hall goes down. Warden ability. Saves your troops from the big giant bomb. And he hits the tornado trap. That's okay. Just kind of has to ride it out. There go the loons. And now I want you to focus, if you will. Focus on the AD that's closest to that spell factory at about 10:30. The chain from the Edrags, he's going to chain that up, and he took out that AD before his Edrags were within range, which is super handy, and that's the choice of why to use Edrags over regular dragons. If there are multiple ways to chain buildings, and you have buildings side by side, buildings maybe with a one space gap. It's super, super helpful to go ahead and use those Edrags. So he has 3 Edrags on the board: a loon, the warden, and the queen. So the warden surges ahead. He gets targeted by the archer tower and goes down. And then we have a loon coming in. Not a whole lot of life left in the loon. That one goes down to the archer tower. And then now we have an Edrag go down to that archer tower. And thankfully the queen comes in and steps up and takes out the archer tower. So if we take a look at what's left, we've got the queen and we've got those 2 Edrags. There's not a whole lot of life left in those E-dragons. Hopefully they can go ahead and chain off. Now, while we're talking about this, they take care of those buildings. One's going to take care of the Tesla. If you take a look at the pump and the camps, the problem with Edrags is the camps. The camp has a smaller box size, and you can't chain to it unless it's touching the camp. So if we take here, the 2 camps touching did not chain. If it had been touching to a different building, it could have chained, and that's what caused that time fail. So sorry to show this on YouTube, Steve, but I think there was some good stuff there. And thanks everybody for watching. Take care and goodbye.